Hi, everybody. So I've been experimenting with creating some AI video using Runway ML for a proof of concept Noir project that I'm working on. And it's pretty cool. It's possible, but as you can see, the video's not smooth. We're repeating some frames, and there's some artifacts here. I actually started with this image in Midjourney. What I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to take this clip into Flame and clean it up. So I'm just going to open Flame here. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you an idea of what I'm working on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just show you my timeline. Okay, so I'm just going to let this loop, mute the audio track. How did I get this smoother? You know, we started with these super jittery images. I did a color grade as well and brought that back in here. I sent it out to Scratch to give it kind of this noir 1940s film look. Let me show you what I did here. The first thing is, if we look at one of these shots, so this is straight out of Runway ML, and as you can see, it's just really jittery. Even though Runway's claiming to output a 4-second clip or a 96 frame clip, they're really just repeating each third frame. And where you can see this is if I just sit here and I count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You could just sit here and you could cut these frames out, but that's not very fun. My friend Adam Burke told me that I should use Deal, that I forgot all about, which is here in the timing clip utilities. What Deal does is it splits the frames up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 3. I'm just going to pick my source, render here. Now I've got 3 32 frame clips. Now the motion is smooth. I really want this to be 96 frames. The problem with that is I need to slow this down to 33%, and that's a massive retime. I experimented with just about every retimer, and then I found out about Noir ML. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one of my clips here, Telt Clips. I'm going to go here, Noir ML, slow down. And what I've been doing since I've had issues with using this as a timeline soft effect, what I've been doing is I've been slowing it down by 1/4. And then I retime it in the timeline to 130%. I'm just going to let this go and pause here. Okay, that's done. Let's go back in Flame. That took about 30 or 45 minutes on a Mac Studio, fully loaded, I will say. But let's take a look and see how it is. I enjoyed a nice charcuterie board in the meantime. Okay, so let's see. Okay, looking pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a proof of concept. Now what I'm going to do is go drop this in my timeline. If I go to my timeline, let's go find where the shot would go. I'm going to show you something. Just going to add a track. If I take this, now you're going to notice the issue is this is actually too long. And that's because with Time Warp ML, I'm only been able to slow it down by quarters, and I actually need to slow this down at 33%. I've tried doing it in the timeline with a regular time warp, so if someone else knows how to do this would be great to see, because it would save me a step. What I've been doing in the meantime is I've just been, basically what I've been doing is just speeding it back up. So I'm just going to go here, grab this clip, grab a regular time warp. All right, set this to 130. Let's do a motion. Quarter is fine. I'm going to render this. Okay, exit. All right, so now, got this. It's still too long. We're going to run out of frames there. So I'm just going to take this, just trim that back. Okay. Should be the right number of frames. Obviously, this doesn't have my grade on it, so I'm just going to throw this out. I've already done that. Let me know what you guys think. Would love to hear your thoughts on all this generative AI stuff and how you're dealing with this with your clients and in Flame.